Hi, Leandro. Good evening. We're gonna wait until hasta y ocho. Yeah, 3 more minutes for everyone else to log in.
Hey, teacher, good evening.
Dale, vamos a seguir esperando un ratito. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start. So turn on your cameras, please, guys. Para que pueda verles. Guys. Pueden prender sus cámaras, porfa. All right, there you are. Leandro, también, please.
Teacher, I am not able to turn on my camera because my mom takes my computer out to work.
So you're on your phone?
Yes.
Okay, well, don't worry. Vamos a escucharte entonces. So today we're going to, or this week we're going to see speaking. I'm sure they've already told you there are two types of speaking tasks. Can you tell me which ones they are? Y Eleni, ¿qué les han dicho sobre qué tipos de speaking tasks hay?
La verdad, solo el día lunes fue la primera sesión. Tuvimos clases, o sea, 15 minutos por estudiante.
All right. So, okay, I'm going to fill you in esa parte un poco. So, la parte del speaking te pueden tocar dos tipos de tareas, right? One is the independent speaking. Independent porque solo depende de una cosa, ¿no? Te dan una pregunta bastante breve o un statement that you have to agree or disagree with. It's really short. La respuesta no es cosa de más de 45 segundos. Tienes para responder. Tienes 15 segundos para armar la respuesta y 45 para responderla. Right? So, really simple. We're going to see that type today. The other type is the integrated task, which they make you listen to a conversation or read a text, and then you have to answer based on that. But for today, we're just going to see the really simple ones, which are the independent tasks. Okay. Les han explicado un poco de la estructura. more or less how you can structure your answers? Leandro, ¿les han dicho eso?
Um, um, the teacher gave us like some recommendations to do the speaking yesterday, but the structure I am not sure.
Okay, so in general, there's a structure for these answers. You don't necessarily have to follow it, but te ayuda mucho a organizar tus ideas, te ayuda a que tu respuesta tenga toda la información que quieras decir y es eso básicamente. Pero para mostrar tu nivel de inglés, que es para lo que es el TOEFL, no necesitas así seguir religiosamente esta estructura. Solo te ayuda al momento de armar tus ideas. Okay, and the structure is, no lo tengo ahorita abierto en PDF. Next class I'll show you the structure, si no les explica ya su docente. Pero
de énfasis es que debemos como que usar conectores, dijo que usamos uso de la Weber o Furthermore, así. Eso fue lo que hacía como que recalcaba.
Yeah. Igual vamos a ver eso más a fondo hoy día. But in general, the structure you guys need to have is para responder a estas preguntas de ¿estás de acuerdo o no estás de acuerdo? Your first statement. Yes, I agree. No, I don't agree with this. Second, y los demás puntos pueden ser razones por las cuales estás o no estás de acuerdo o ejemplos, ¿no? De estoy de acuerdo por este motivo, por ejemplo, ta, 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 ta. Okay, and those are, and a little closing idea si les entra o si les falta un poco de tiempo. So, es eso. Idea, razón o ejemplo, cierre. That's it. And vamos a ir viendo en las prácticas cómo usar más esos conectores y demás. Hi, Rosario. Good evening.
Hi, teacher, sorry.
Don't worry. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start the practice. Ahorita les comparto la pantalla. Here. If you've already seen one of these, maybe with your other teacher, me dicen para que no repitamos cada uno de estos ejercicios. Tal vez ya lo han visto. Okay, so, ¿quién se acaba de unir? Vamos a darle un ratito. Hi, Irina. Good evening. Ya, les pongo al tanto a las chicas de lo que estamos haciendo. Okay, so today we're going to practice the independent task, the independent speaking task, which is just, they give you a simple sentence or a question and you have to answer and give your opinion. You have 15 seconds to prepare your response and 45 seconds to give your response. So, vamos a hacer así. Vamos a leer la pregunta o el statement. And con cronómetro les voy a dar a todo el mundo 15 seconds to prepare. No tienen que anotar todo, ¿no? Solo apuntes con tal de que ustedes puedan verlo y luego saber cómo responder. 15 segundos diré para que ordenen sus ideas, hagan sus apuntecitos. And then I'm going to ask any of you randomly to share your answer. Así que todo el mundo tiene que tener su respuesta lista. Okay. Rosario, can you please read the question?
Some parents educate their own children at home. Others insist that their children should be sent to school. Which way of learning do you think is preferable and why?
Okay. Before we move on, are there any questions about the question or the statement? Ya, bueno, entonces 15 segundos para alistar su respuesta desde ahora. Okay. Leandro, do you feel ready to give your answer?
Okay.
All right, te pongo tus 45 segundos, starting now.
Okay. Answering to this question, I could say that, in my opinion, is better that a student goes to the school for two mainly reasons. And firstly, is because this child is going to be like a more social human because he will be having friends, some things like that, and also their knowledge will be more than if he or she is learning from his house because the teachers will be more prepared. Principally.
Okay, and you have more or less 5 seconds left on the clock. So, ahí está. How do you feel with your answer? ¿Te sentiste nervioso, kind of pressured maybe? Oh.
No, the only thing that I could say is that I felt like a little bit worried about the time. That's why I think that I finished earlier.
Yeah, the time is the kind of the most annoying part. But yes, other than time, I think you have a very confident way of delivering your answer. So eso, no, igual es súper importante que even if you guys are a little nervous, que sigan, ¿no? Que estén seguros de lo que están diciendo. And I could tell that with your answer. So I like that. En cuanto a the structure, I think you use the structure very well. Un poco por el tiempo, maybe just throw in a closing idea, like a closing statement, and it would have been, you know, a perfectly argumented response. Y una cosita de grammar. In English, when we talk about something in general, like in Spanish, we can say los niños, es mejor que los niños vayan a la escuela, right? We use el artículo la. In English, we don't use that if we're talking about something in general. So if we're talking about school in general, like it's better if children go to school, es directamente sin el artículo. So sin the school, digamos. Eso, and lo mismo para todo. Cuando hablamos de dinero, when we're talking about it's just money, just when it's general, it doesn't need an article. Eso para que lo tomen en cuenta. Okay, Rosario, do you want to share your answer para esta misma pregunta?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, your 45 seconds to answer start now.
I believe children should be educated by their own parents at home because there's no one better than parents know how their children could learn more and how development their abilities in things that they really like. So maybe it could be a new way to educate a new generation for the world.
Okay, you have 10 seconds left. Is there anything
Okay.
you'd like to add?
I would like to educate my own children and support him to do what they like.
Okay. In general, I think solo la cuestión de tiempo. Your answer was a little bit short, but I think it was very well structured. The vocabulary as well. The vocabulary you used is kind of higher level. Y eso es lo mismo que les decía su docente, ¿no? It's better to enrich your vocabulary as much as you can, because that really makes you sound más natural en el idioma. No usar vocabulario un poco más complejo, kind of. So I think the vocabulary you used was really good, Rosario. I like that. You have strong arguments, good structure, a little bit la fluidez, no? You kind of get a little stuck on certain parts. But that's just a matter of practice, no? De soltarse los nervios, de practicar mucho, hablar y hablar. So yeah. Eso. Iba a decir, tenía algo más que decir sobre esto. Yes. If you guys feel like les sobra tiempo, if you have too much time, y ya han dicho sus ideas, como que ya no saben con qué rellenar, a personal example always helps. En general, I think it really le da mucho peso a la respuesta cuando tú das un ejemplo de tu experiencia. So what you added at the end, right? I would love to educate my children, to support them to be whatever they want to be. Da, 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 da. So I think that was a good response. If they ask, for example, about work experiences, you can say, for example, when I was working at da, 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 pasó esto, 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 y por eso opino esto. So siempre dar ejemplos, los ejemplos te salvan la vida. So take examples from your own experiences, from your own life, from your own knowledge. And these tend to be very personal opinions al final, so mejor aún si sacan ejemplos de su experiencia. We're gonna go ahead and see another one. Y los demás vamos a responder esos. Sorry guys for my slow internet. Nice. Okay. Irina, can you please read the statement? Todo esto.
Okay. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Why or why not? Use details and examples to support your answer. For learning job skill, workplace training is better than a university education.
Okay, and your 15 seconds to prepare start now. Okay. Yeleni, do you feel ready to answer? Yes. Yeleni, do you want to share your answer? Yeleni, or someone else then? Irina, do you want to share your answer?
Yes.
Yeah. Dale, you're 45.
You can give me just 1 minute, please. 1 moment.
Okay. We're gonna
thank you. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, ahora sí, your 45 seconds start now.
Okay. I definitely believe that the workplace training is better than a university education, since in a workplace you can practice all that you learned and all that maybe you read and all things like that, and then just in the university. To illustrate, the last month I went to veterinary, and I was doing a lot of things that I just hear in the university, in my university's class, and I learned a lot, and that's why I think it's better.
Okay, you have 3 seconds left, so ya más o menos en tiempo. Ahí está. Okay, how do you feel with your answer, Irina? Did you get nervous at any point, o dijiste todo lo que querías decir?
Yes, I'm a little nervous when I talk, and I usually talk maybe too fast, and I don't know if I'm saying the things that I want to say at the end.
Actually, I think at the beginning especially, you didn't sound nervous at all. De hecho, te quería decir tu introducción muy fuerte, muy, like very good, strong opinionated introduction. So I think it starts off wonderful. Your use of vocabulary was also really good. And you were very fluid, you kept on talking, you sounded very sure of yourself. A little bit at the end, sí se te notó un poquito los nervios, pero más como que al final. But overall, good use of structure, good vocabulary. No, I don't really think there's anything to correct. I think that was a really good answer. Good job.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Okay, someone else, con la misma respuesta. Leandro, do you want to answer this one?
Yes.
Okay, so your 45 seconds start now.
Okay. First of all, I have to say that I agree with this proposal, mainly because I think that you are more prepared to do the job if you get to a work center training, for example. As much as we know, the things that you learn in the university they are not useless, but you don't use most of them when you're working. And I think that when you go to a work center, they teach you what do you have to know to do your job in a correct way, and principally for this kind of reasons.
Okay, then you have ahorita, yeah, just 2 seconds left. So it was a long response, o sea, en el tiempo indicado. Your arguments were very clear. I could tell you were speaking from experience. So I think lo que más da saber que sabes un idioma es que realmente logras expresar todo lo que quieres decir. So I could tell that you really feel this opinion. And yeah, I don't think there's much to correct. Igual. Overall confidence, fluid response. So yeah, es un poco más cuestión de práctica esto de los conectores. I don't feel you misuse them at any point, pero sí para precisar un poco más esas cosas, you can look for, like, just Google it, listas de conectores, like essay connectors, like straight up así, espera, se los escribo, conectores de ensayos. Just Google essay connectors. And read a lot, listen to a lot of podcasts, listen to or watch TV in English, really así, pongan el idioma en donde puedan para que les quede y se naturalicen estos conectorcitos. Porque, como les han dicho, ¿no? Es mejor usar cosas tipo therefore, for instance, to illustrate this, rather than, en vez de so, because, ¿no? Que son un poco más sencillos. So, es cosa de estudiar esos realmente hacen la diferencia. And we're going to go on to the next one. Are there any questions so far? Any tips? ¿Algún consejo que quieran pedir? ¿Alguna parte que les está costando? Maybe tomar apuntes, organizar ideas. O algo que quieran compartir igual de consejos si han descubierto un truco. Okay, we're going to go with this one then. Yeleni, can you please read the instruction and the statement first? Yeleni, is your mic on? Creo que tu micrófono no está prendido. Yeleni, no te escucho. Okay, then. Leandro, can you please read the instruction and the statement?
Okay. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Why or why not? Use detail as an example to support your answer. Listening to music while studying is a bad idea because it makes the time spent less effective.
Okay, so your 15 seconds to prepare your answer. Start now. Okay. Rosario, do you want to give your response?
Okay.
All right.
Um,
Your 45 seconds start now.
Okay. Personally, I believe that studying while listening music is not good because for me, when I study, I need to be completely concentrate in what I'm reading or in what I'm listening. So if I try to do two things at the same time, I don't get focused on any of these two things, and I can learn what I should learn. So I believe that is not good.
Okay. You have 2, 1, ahí está. Okay. So, en cuanto a tiempo, good management of time. I could feel ese último statement, así como que, con que lo relleno, pero sí, that last statement really te salva, ¿no? Un good closing idea. The arguments were perfect, no necesariamente seguía la estructura de opinión, razón, razón, cierre, ¿no? Era más como que opinión, ejemplo, argumento y cierre, which I also think works, no? Like I said, the thing is that you express everything you want to say, and I think you expressed everything very well. Vocabulario igual, bastante bueno. Just 2 little things in grammar, que esto igual he visto en varias personas. Las preposiciones, when we're talking about listening to music, siempre está ese to, right? People tend to say listening music, just listening music, cuando es el to, siempre tiene que ir un to. Eso igual ayuda a naturalizar un montón el idioma, que sepan bien. It's the most annoying part. I know it's so annoying, pero aprender a usar dónde exactamente, qué parte va las preposiciones, te hace sonar mucho más natural, I guess. Eso, and what else? Concentrated was another word. I think you said concentrates. Cuando estás describiéndote a ti misma, ¿no? You're concentrated. Ese detallito igual. And then I think it was perfect. So good job, Rosario. All right. Another one. Que quiere contestar esta. ¿Alguien más quiere contestar esta? Voluntarily. No. Okay, Irina.
Okay.
Let's hear your response, please. Your
Okay.
45 seconds. Start now.
Okay. I definitely agreed with the statement. Since when you're studying, you need to focus all your attention on what you're doing. And when you're reading, maybe, and you're listening at the same time, something else, your brain just gets distracted. And well, to illustrate, today I was reading a paper, a scientific paper, and my father was listening at something else. And at the end of the day, I don't remember right now anything of what I was reading. So that's.
Okay, good. You still have 10 seconds left though. So, a ver, ¿alguna idea que puedas?
I think that, and I just told maybe because I'm nervous. No, sorry.
No, I think this was a wonderful response. It felt supernatural, super, very expressing your opinion. Es una cuestión de tiempo. The time, I think, is also one of the most annoying parts of learning to answer these. Un truco que pueden usar es su opening statement, la oración con la que abren. Pueden intentar parafrasearla un poco como oración del final. So if you start with, I agree that listening to music while you study is less effective. Porque, das tus ejemplos, que no están muy buenos, muy claros. And then you can say, so for this, I think I'm not as productive when I listen to music while I study. No has dicho lo mismo, que no eres efectivo, pero I'm not as productive, pero lo has dicho de otra forma. So eso es un truco para cuando te falta, te sobra tiempo igual un poco, parafraseas algo de lo que ya has dicho and you kind of throw it in there as a closing idea. So yeah, other than that, I really think, you know, it was very fluid, very natural. And I think it shows you have a good level of English. So good response. And vamos con el siguiente. All right. Leandro, can you please read this question?
Okay. Many people prefer watching music videos on television or the internet than listening to the songs on their own. Which way of experiencing music do you think is preferable and why?
Okay, so your 15 seconds to, por si acaso, a lot of people se pierden un poco en esta parte. Listening to songs on their own means just the music. O sea, es comparar ver el video musical con la canción o solo escuchar la canción. Eso. So with that in mind, your 15 seconds start now. Okay. Who wants to voluntarily share their response? No les doy puntos de verdad, pero les doy puntos simbólicos si se animan y tienen el valor de hacerlo voluntariamente. No one? Come on, guys. This was a fun question. Así ver videos musicales o escuchar la canción. Leandro, do you want to share your response?
Okay.
All right. Okay, so your 45 seconds start now.
Okay. In my personal opinion, I think that you're not forced to see like a music video clip. I mean, like a music video clip is not like a movie that you have to see it. And I think that the experience listening to the music by your own is good. Like it's the same as good as watching the video clip. Of course, that you can see the video clip for the first time. It is not bad, but you don't have to be watching that video clip every time that you want to listen to that music. And I think that experience is the same. Even I think it's better to listen by your own in the discotheque or something like that.
Okay, good. I really liked your response. It sounded very, very assured. In general, I think you have a very confident way of expressing yourself. It also sounded very casual, which is, I'm not really sure if that's what they're looking for. Sonaba bastante natural, ¿no? Sonaba como una conversación que tendría con some of my friends in the States. Pero es que la pregunta también es bastante casual, ¿no? Es algo que charlarías with your friends. In this case, I don't think así idioma súper rebuscado is really necessary, but you could have seasoned your answer a little bit with con esos conectorcitos un poco más complejos. But I really feel it was very natural, very casual. Like my friends talk like that. It like gringo is so like everything, like every 5 minutes. El like is super gringo, así que suena bien natural. Just one little corrección de grammar. At some point, when you were comparing the two experiences, you said same as good, when the phrase would be just as good. When just. So listening to the song on its own is just as good as watching the music video. And eso, I feel there was also maybe cosas más de vocabulario, como te digo, sonaba bien gringo casual, but a little vocabulary in there could make it sound a little more formal. You could say, for example, listening to a song on its own doesn't take away from the experience of enjoying it. Que suena mucho más elaborado, ¿no? Pero no, no le quita la experiencia. It doesn't take away from the experience. So little things like that, como que lanzarlas ahí makes your answer sound a little more sophisticated. Okay, Rosario, do you want to answer this one?
Okay.
Okay, let's hear your answer. 45 segundos. Start now.
I believe it's better to listen just the music because it makes you feel different and it can help you to imagine what the song is saying. Personally, I prefer to just listen the music than watch the videos because the videos sometimes are not like you want to be, and there are not like the song you were listening. So I think it's better to just listening music.
Okay, good. A little bit la cuestión, I think your arguments are very well planteados. Like I said, guys, the structure isn't really así una obligación, no tienen que seguirla religiosamente, but it does help at the time of organizing your ideas. So if you do use the structure, les facilita mucho la vida, la verdad. But it's kind of like knowing how the rules work para romperlas. Hay que conocer las reglas para romperlas, ¿no? So, si usas la estructura, si tienes la idea de cómo funciona la estructura, puedes irla ajustando. Como que en vez de poner razón A, razón B, es como que das tu opinión y luego pones ejemplo A, ejemplo B, ¿no? Para que no se traben un poco, pero también que no se les pierdan sus ideas al momento de armar su respuesta. But yeah, other than that, I think it was well understood. I think because of the lack of structure, your ideas were un poco fugaces por ahí las ideas. Pero es cuestión de práctica. In grammar, nada que corregir. And yeah, I think it's good. Just a little bit more confidence when you deliver your answer. Un poquito más de seguridad con lo que dices. But other than that, good. And since there are just 3 of us, Irina, tú también compártenos tu respuesta a esto.
Okay.
And your 45 seconds start now.
Okay. I definitely prefer to listen to the songs on my own, since I think that I can approach my time when I'm doing that. I mean, when you are listening some song, you can do another thing at the same time. To give you an example, today I was listening songs all the day, and at the same time I was painting, I was playing with my cat, I was cooking, so it gives me a lot of time. And that's why I think that it's better to listen to the song on my own.
Okay, good. En cuanto a manejo de tiempo, perfect. You know, you managed you felt a little bit of time, te sobraba al final, and you filled it in perfectly. Igual, the structure, I think, works very well. You managed to say everything you wanted to say. You expressed your idea clearly. En vocabulario, one little thing, que era the word approach, which I think you were trying to translate from Spanish aprovechar, right?
Yes.
Yeah. A ver, well, I'm thinking of a word really to translate aprovechar, and I can't think of one. To better enjoy my time, or to be more productive with my time, maybe. Sería otra forma de decirlo. Pero eso, nada más esa palabrita. Luego, I think, igual, it sounded natural. a little bit, sí. Es como que un poquito hay que sazonarlo con vocabulario. Estas son preguntas súper casuales, ¿no? Son como que conversaciones que tendrías con tus amigos. But for the test, I do think it's a little, like in real life, nadie habla así. In real life hablamos así como estamos hablando like now, like with everything. But for the test, I do think you should look up a little bit more vocabulary, en general para todos, para darle un poco más de saborcito a la respuesta. That's with practice, really. It's reading a lot, artículos científicos de sus áreas de estudio, de trabajo, articles, news articles in general, opinion articles, recipes, blogs, anything really helps to naturalize the language. Okay. Y justo hablando de idiomas, this is the last one we're going to do today, I think. So, Irina, can you please read the question?
Okay. Some believe it is important to learn as many foreign languages as possible. Others believe that speaking one or two languages fluently is enough. Which do you think is preferable and why?
Okay, so your 15 seconds to prepare start now. All right. Rosario, can you share your answer with us, please? Ready? Okay, your 45 seconds start now.
Okay. I believe it's possible to learn many languages. I think that people can learn more than 2 languages. In my case, I would like to learn more than 2 languages because I feel that when you learn more, you have more opportunities. For example, to get a job or to travel, you feel more confident at the time you were going to talk.
Okay. A ver, what was your process to organize your ideas? Más o menos en esos 15 segundos, ¿cuál ha sido tu proceso?
¿En español?
If you want in Spanish.
Okay. Justificar por qué escojo la respuesta y luego dar ejemplos. Bueno, en este caso, un ejemplo personal, que generalmente siento que si doy ejemplos personales, puedo tener las ideas más fluidas. Y tratar de justificar eso con lo que podría pasar eligiendo lo que yo elijo y luego una conclusión.
Yeah, so it's more or less the same structure, right? Es con la misma estructura de idea, razón. Okay. Yeah, I feel it did follow the structure, pero siento que le faltaba un poquito de información. Como que siento que sí te trabaste tal vez en algunas ideas o no las completaste del todo, or you didn't fully give the information. So estaban ahí, estaban presentes en la estructura. I feel que les faltaba un poquito más. So maybe to fix that sería seguir un poco, if you kind of get lost with your ideas at first, it's better to follow the structure. Así sí seguir la estructura un poco religiosamente hasta que ya te hagas. This task, guys, el de speaking, la verdad es que es práctica. There's no other way around it. You really Besides the classes we have, I can send you other speaking prompts de estos, ¿no? Que solo son las preguntitas sencillas que usan en TOEFLs y pueden ponerse su cronómetro en sus casitas y responder. Pueden fingir que están dando clases de su área, de su carrera o de su trabajo para un TikTok que solo tienes, o para cualquier cosa en internet donde solo tienes 1 minuto, 45 segundos para hablar. So, kind of playing around with that, se les va a hacer el hábito de medir tiempo, de medir cuántas cosas puedo decir en cierto tiempo. So it's that. And for these, yeah, if you feel your ideas are a little dispersas un cacho, es volver a la estructura to order them a little better. But I really like that you used a personal example. Como les digo, personal examples les ayudan bastante because you're speaking from your own experience. So, eso. But yeah, a little bit better with the structure. Hay que trabajar un poco eso.
Okay.
All right. Leandro, can you share your answer for this one, please?
Okay.
All right. And your 45 seconds start now.
Okay. First of all, I have to say that I think that, in my opinion, it's better to learn as more languages as possible, and because I think that learning languages open you a lot of options to your life. Obviously, that I think that the principal language that you have to learn is English, and then you can learn other languages. But of course, I think that you have to learn a lot of languages, and this is more useful for you, like to get a better job, to get a better position, and simply for your knowledge.
Okay. Good. Igual, delivery, confident, fluid. I feel though your ideas could have a little bit more structure to them. So we're gonna go back a little to the structure. Es encontrar un equilibrio, creo, entre no usarla, sino no apoyarse del todo en la estructura, but also be able to use it like a weapon, you know, saber que tienes esto a tu favor para ordenar tus ideitas. Y tenerlo claro en los apuntes, no necesariamente así escrito, ¿no? Súper desarrollado, pero sí tener como que este va a ser mi argumento y luego voy a tener un ejemplo. Argumento, ejemplo, final. O argumento A, argumento B, final. Razón A, razón B, final. Pero sí tener un poco más claro cuáles son tus puntos que vas a decir. Do you guys feel 15 seconds is too little? ¿Sienten que como que les presiona esos 15 segundos? Yeah, it's a little, 15 seconds is really not a lot of time. But es cuestión de práctica, guys. The trick is in your notes, es en tus apuntes. Cómo tú te acostumbres a estructurar tus ideas, a ver tus propios garabatos de apunte. I think that's really where the trick to these are. Para los readings y para los readings no. Para los listenings y para los speakings, el truco está en tus apuntes, I think. And eso. So we're going to leave it there for today, guys. Lo vamos a dejar ahí porque ya va a acabar la clase. Bueno, yo voy a hacer las 8. Okay. So do you guys have any questions, any comments, any tips you want to ask or share sobre este tipo de preguntas? No questions? Okay. So as you guys know, I think none of you are from another country. I think you're all from Bolivia, right? So you know this Friday is a holiday. It's Independence Day. So we're not going to have classes. Instead, we're going to move your class to Monday. All right? Al mismo horario, pero el lunes. Okay. Eso, guys. Entonces les mando la encuestita. Sorry, guys, no mando la encuesta. Pero Ok, ahora sí. Bueno, ya saben, chicos, pueden responder la encuesta y ya pueden salirse de la clase. So have a nice rest of the evening. Have a nice feriado. Have a nice holiday. Eat a lot of Bolivian food. Yes, chicos. See you
Okay.
Monday.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Bye,
Have a good
guys.
Okay, bye, teacher. See you.
Bye, guys. See you Monday.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, guys.